Okay, good morning, everyone. Happy Tuesday. I am here with my virtual CFO, Megan Dolly, and this is a little confusing, this topic today, but we are going to hammer it out till I understand it and everyone else understands it too. So, all right, so Megan, this is your topic, and I kind of get it, but I think I need more clarity. So, name the purpose of your money. So, in our businesses today, we are hopefully making money. And you're
Yes.
telling us what is the purpose of our money in our business? So talk to us
Yes.
about that.
So your business isn't your ultimate goal, right? Like you have an idea of how your business is supposed to serve you personally, right? You don't just get into business to be in business and then have nothing at the end of the day for yourself.
Well, some people do, but that's the goal that I try to get them not to do that,
Right.
right?
Like
Make money.
when they initially started their business, that wasn't their goal, is to just live inside their business 100% of the time and not have it do anything for them, not
Correct.
have it get them closer to retirement, not have it, provide a good income for themselves.
So the purpose of their business is to pay for their life, possibly pay for their children's college, pay for a vacation, fund their retirement, right? Mine is all of the above. So,
Yes.
okay. So that's
So
the purpose of my money when I am profitable in my business.
yes, so you have your priorities as to the why of your business. Okay. And it's more personal than you would think. For a lot of people, I want a safe and secure home in a great neighborhood. I want a car that I can rely on, and I want to be able to get a new car every 3 years. I want to make sure that my children get the life experiences that I think are important, whether it's travel or college, whatever. Okay. So we have these goals. And so they're loosely associated. Well, when my business does well, I'm going to be able to do these things. Once upon a time, I had a friend who lives down south. I still have a friend who lives down south who has been saying for 10 years that in 3 years, she's going to move back home. Every year she's been saying, in 3 years, we're moving back home. In 3 years, we're moving back home. She's got a goal. She's got a timeline. It's attainable, but it's never going to happen because she's expecting that in 3 years, it's just going to magically appear without making progress right now towards that goal and protecting that progress, right?
Mm-hmm.
So when people set a goal in their business, they have a vision. This is what I want to attain in my business. I want to be a $500,000 business in 5 years. Okay. Flag in the ground, line in the sand. This is what I want. Vision board, go. Okay, great. Now, how are you making sure that you are progressing towards that goal? Like that goal, that $500,000 means something to them. It doesn't mean $500,000. A lot of people find me when they're reaching six figures and they're like, I didn't think six figures would be this terrible. I thought six figures would mean six figures in my pocket, and six figures is like $2,000 a month.
Right. Totally. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Like it doesn't mean what they think it means. When they have this idea of a $500,000 business, it means something different. And so what that means for them, I want to get to the core, get to the heart of that and say, okay, if that is the purpose of your $500,000 business is to be able to have retired in 15 years or like, okay, how do we measure the progress towards those goals so we don't get distracted by the tactics and the strategy along the way? Because if you're saying that it's $500,000 and it's $500,000 because it's $500,000 and there's no heart behind that, there's no purpose behind that, it's really easy to spend your way into oblivion.
Oh,
Or even when
definitely.
you're working backwards, like, okay, I know what my goal is. I'm going to work backwards in my strategy. You get to the strategy point in this tactic. You're like, okay, I'm going to invest in email marketing. Email marketing is going to be the tactic I'm going to hang my hat on for now, and we're going to test this one. Okay, great. So you test it, it starts working a little bit, and you're like, I just had the best month of my life. I just had a $50,000 month. I've got all this extra money. And now, because that money doesn't have a purpose, because we haven't gone back and said, why is the $500,000 business again? Oh yeah, retirement. It's really easy to say, oh, that's working. What's the next tactic? I'm going to try the next one. And you pour all of that money into the next tactic. So instead of making progress on your true goals, on your true purpose, you're distracted by the taxes. Like, I'm going to dump this money in here. So instead of putting $10,000 in retirement that could build over the next 10 years to become $150,000, $400,000, $500,000, you spend it. And you
Well, you spend it to get to the next level sometimes, but what you're saying is, sometimes, right. What you're saying is, or at least what I'm hearing, is that you can take, let's say you made that $50,000 or $10,000 that month. You can take a piece of that and put it towards the goal, the reason why you're in business, and then take any extra, perhaps, or money that you've set aside for a new venture and go after that, but protect the original reason why you went into business. If you've made
that, the money shouldn't be spent as a surprise bonus. Protect the purpose. Like, oh, I just had the greatest month ever. That's great. But it is not going to be serving you unless you know well ahead of time how you want that money to serve you. You might want it to serve you in your business to grow the next big idea that is just gnawing away at you. But you have to also recognize that this goal sitting out here isn't just going to sit and magically appear. Any progress that you can put towards that goal now to protect it and to have that business work towards that goal and see it, so that when the money comes in, you're not super tempted to just throw it at the next guru, go, that didn't work, shoot, next thing.
It's true, but at the same time, I'm having a conflict in my head because I know that people often coach with me when they are yet to reach their financial goals. So they're making an investment in getting to that financial goal, yet they haven't necessarily always already made the money. So that's like a leap of faith. So how do you, in this scenario, name the purpose of your money, right? Let's say you're just not making enough money, but you know that hiring a business coach or a course or a program that you're going to do, because that's the key. You have to do it if you buy it, right? You have to do the work. How do you know when to invest in that next level if you're yet to make the money that you originally wanted to make for your goals?
Because you've put some thought into it. Okay. It's not the surprise money when it comes in of like, I've got this. I'm going to do whatever the next option that pops up in my email is.
Right.
You have put a purpose to that money. And if your purpose, like this is the realm that I live in, right? Like if your timeline, if this is right now, your bookkeeper's putting all the stuff in the right spots. But if this is now and your future, and it's really unclear as to how this money is going to work for you, if you haven't put any thought into it and you're just like, well, there's a goal, I'm going to take this money and just throw it, see what happens, versus, okay, I've been following Nancy. I know what she stands for. I can see the progress and I can see exactly how she fits into my vision. That's what I need. I need a Nancy. Absolutely go get your Nancy. But you're not naming it because the money came in.
Right. You're naming it because that's what's going to get you to the next level so that the money you earn can then go towards the goals you've set.
Yeah.
Possibly. Yeah. Right. So, okay. So what I'm hearing is stop throwing your money against a wall and at every shiny object, and make sure you think through what is the purpose of your money, right? So in my case, it's to be able to afford my life. I'm divorced. I have to make sure I can earn my own living, and I put it towards my retirement as well. And if I see something that could help me get closer to that goal, I might give it some thought and go for it. But if I make extra money this month, it's not like, let me take that extra $2,000 and just buy stuff. It's like, let me take possibly $1,500 of it and put it towards my retirement, and the other $500, now that I've worked towards the purpose of my money that I've set in the beginning when I created my business, I've secured some of that, and now I can take the other and give it some thought as to what I should invest in order to get myself possibly to the next level.
The plan is laid out ahead of time, so it's giving you like this focus on what to do with that money. And absolutely a large chunk of it could be investing back in your business, but you've decided ahead of time. And you're not reacting to the money, you are guiding the money.
Yes. Okay. And I think, again, I'm interpreting what you're saying in the way my brain can hear it. Don't make emotional decisions. Make
Don't
logical
react
decisions.
to your money. Don't react.
Don't react to being
Guide
excited
it.
about the money. Like, so one of my clients, I was just reading it this morning. She's a member of my Profit Insiders for Interior Designers group coaching program. And she wrote in her, every time we meet, they fill out a, what's good, what are you still struggling with type of questionnaire. And one of the things she said is, oh my God, like I've raised my rates, I'm closing every client, and I have now doubled my income and she's only been in the program like 4.5 months, I think 4.5 months when she wrote this comment, and it's a 6-month program. And I was like, yay, like that. To me, when you invested in a program that I'm giving, she said, I'm going to do everything you tell me to do because I'm going to be damned if my money's not going to work for me. Right. And now, and those are my favorite clients, right? Just do everything I tell you to do. And I promise it's going to work if you just listen to me. If I can break through the mindset stuff. So she made a conscious decision to spend her money in a certain way. And now the money she's bringing in, rather than just start investing in a bunch of other stuff, she's got to think, okay, what was the purpose of my money? Why am I in business? And make sure she's protecting that original reason.
Yes.
Before she starts buying more stuff.
Yes. Yes. And like that can really focus you in on what it is that you want to buy next, right? Like reacting to your money is super dangerous and super expensive. Because your reaction might be, oh, I need this thing super, super bad. But if you would have waited even a week, just waited a week to make that type of decision and guide your money instead, it could have been serving you so much better.
Definitely. Yeah. Well, my staff knows I'm a 2-year decision maker. I think of something and I'm like, let me just wait. Let me just think about that. And literally 2 years later, I'll be like, that was a great idea. I should do it now. Right. Because I'm waiting to see how the money progresses and whether I really think it's a great idea and that I can actually move forward with it. So I do give a lot of thought to what I invest in. And I think a lot of people do. And I think it's smart. But at the same time, I feel like some people live in that limbo always. And they never pull the trigger on anything that can help them get to the next level. And that's the balance that I'm always trying to strike with people. Like, yes, you want to be conscious about the money you spend, but you also have to, well, you don't have to. You can get some assistance that's going to speed up your progress.
Part of that is recognizing your own patterns, right? Like are you one of these people that buys everything, lets it sit on a shelf and gather dust? Are you one of these people that invest in nothing ever and you stay stuck forever? Like that, those are the two extremes, right? Like you buy everything and you do nothing.
Yes.
You buy nothing and you try to do everything on your own.
And that's hard. that's the harder path. In my mind, that's the harder path. But everybody's different and you have to be true to yourself. And the other thing is that if you have set a financial goal for yourself and you're there, good for you. Now use your money for the purpose you originally started your business for. You don't always have to be trying to achieve the next level. That's also a personality type, right? Always trying to go to the next level, right? What else can I achieve? And then there's the people who I always admire. They're just like, I'm just happy right where I am. Like, I don't get that. I don't think I've ever felt that. I'm always trying to achieve the next thing, right? But I think it's really smart to, if the goal was to afford your life, add to your retirement, buy a house, buy a car, all the things you said in the beginning, and you're there, then enjoy it.
Yeah.
Enjoy it. Right?
Yes.
All right.
Yes.
All right. So name the purpose of your money. Keep your eye on the ball of your money, right? And don't just react. So Farah's saying, I don't know if I can bring this up on the screen. It's not going to show her name, but She knows she's reacted to the money coming in, but last year I made a conscious decision to make sure I had invested part in retirement, good, and part in something I can pull out should I need it. And the Profit First formula, oh, thank you, Farah, has really helped her understand how to guide the money. Thank you, Farah. She's glad she invested in my contracts, and that's working for her. So yeah, it's like consciously directing your money. I think that was the biggest lesson here. Make sure you're consciously directing your money, not just chasing and throwing money at things. Yeah. All right. Yeah. All right. That's the summary. So hopefully that helped somebody today. I know it helped Farah. She said you had an awesome point there. And I think this is smart, right? And somebody was even emailing me this morning, like, what's the difference between your course and your membership site? And I'm like, wow, that was a great question. Like, what is the difference? And we're answering her so that she can make a decision about where to put her money and not just chase the things that I sell even, right? Make sure that you're going to do what you buy and what you say. Otherwise, don't do it. Right? Okay. All right, everyone. Have a great Tuesday. Oh, I will not be here next Tuesday, Megan, just so you know. I'm going to be on the road with my daughter. We are doing a little road trip.
Fun.
Yeah, I'm so excited. Watch my Instagram stories. Maybe my TikToks. I haven't decided yet if I'm going to do TikTok with this trip, but watch my Instagram stories to see where we're going. We're hitting the road on Thursday and taking a 4 or 5 day road trip to a bunch of different places. You'll have to wait and see.
That sounds great. That sounds great.
All right. All right. I will see everybody in the group or in the groups. Talk to you soon. Bye.